It is a story News 8 first told you about right here last week. A building in Milford made to honor those who have fought to protect our nation, but it really doesn't tell you that.
Veterans told News 8 they were made a promise years ago to the name change of the auditorium, and they're still waiting on City Hall to deliver.
All it says is auditorium. All I want is to have the veterans be honored by having a building that says Veterans Memorial Auditorium. That's all I want.
And since News 8 had their back, we were told today that the building will be getting that name change. News 8's Josh Scheinblum has our update.
If you're taking a walk along West Main Street in Milford, it's impossible to miss the city's government building. It's in a place where there's some real prominence. However, if you look at the sign above the doors, that's where some say a real issue begins.
I graduated UConn and went right into pilot training in the Air Force Training Command, and from there, the next 20 years went by rapidly.
This is Joseph Viscount of Milford. Just under 2 weeks ago, he spoke with us about some research he'd done at the local library.
That shook me up a little bit.
It's work that he believes uncovers 63 years worth of injustice at the expense of his city's veterans.
They let something as important like this fall through the cracks.
What he found, an old newspaper article from the 1950s, which reads that this city auditorium was dedicated to Milford's war dead, yet there was never anything engraved to mention veterans. It only reads auditorium.
It was kind of an insult to veterans.
Joseph says as soon as he became aware of the apparent oversight, he reached out to the city, but progress was slow.
No one was concerned about it, except Joe Viscount and a few other veterans.
So he contacted News 8.
You were taking care of my back properly.
And when we began to ask questions, Joseph tells us that's when the mayor got in touch with him directly, telling him something would soon be done to honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice.
We're at almost to the top of Mount Everest, but not quite, and you brought us right up to the top.
We reached out to the mayor's office to get comment on what he thought of this situation moving forward. We're told that he's currently out of state, but is considering several options. For now, we're in Milford. Josh Scheinblum, News 8.